Hi and welcome to BBK Sports. As long as you get the transfers in before the window closes, it doesn't matter the order of what you sign your players. Doesn't matter the order.
You pussy wall, you.
The biggest load of shit you will ever hear. But that's what they peddle. As long as the players are in before the window closes, doesn't matter the order.
You pussy wall, you.
Absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Now, people, welcome to BBK Sports. Big up. I didn't plan to start the giveaway show in a toxic mood or in a bad mood, so to speak, but I shouldn't even be in a bad mood because I have witnesses. I have witnesses. I don't know if it was 5 people in the chat, 10 people in the chat, 15, 20 people in the chat, over and over and over. Even on the Five Guns podcast with Brother Abs last week, I told him, I said, brother, what happened with James Maddison? My brain automatically went to how does this affect Arsenal? Daniel Levy at least owes it to Tottenham fans to ask the question while Arsenal Football Club dragged their feet in the transfer window. Yep. And so said, so done. Like when you specialize, big up to all eight of you locked in. I see you. Big up to AJ. I see you in the chat, my bro. Big up to Gavin. Big up to every single one of you locked in. We will be doing the giveaway at the top of the hour. So big up to every single one of you. It will be a trivia question, I hope. Hope you can get it. So yeah, James Madison goes down. A number 10 is on the market. You have a club dragging their feet with the number 10 in Arsenal, as they always do. And I've said this over and over. Like, Daniel Levy will ask the question. He will ask the damn question, to say the least. Now, Eze isn't an Arsenal player yet. Yeah, he's not a Tottenham player yet. But I've said on many, many streams, even the Joy the Dread podcast, yesterday they asked me, who do we think we're going to get later on in the window? I said, no, I think our transfer window is done, brother. I think our transfer business is done. I think we're going to be looking for like cheap loan deals. But you know what? Let me even pull this up real quick. Let me run this to make sure I let you guys know that I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. I literally, if you guys can see that, let me play this and see if you can hear it. Okay, right. So I'm gonna hold you to that, Godfrey. Like today, what happened in the Tottenham and Newcastle game with their number 10? Madison. Did you see what happened? Madison, yeah, got hurt, cried. So now they might need a number 10. Eze is available.
Oh, I didn't even clock that.
These are the things that I think about, my brother. This is what I'm saying. So Arsenal thinks that the football landscape just sit around and wait on us to do what we're doing. Like, this is what happens when you drag your feet. Injuries happen to other players. This domino may fall. That domino may fall. Right? No one, like Ekitike didn't have going to Liverpool in his plans this summer. Yes, people. The domino fails. The domino falls. This is what happens. This is what happens when you drag your feet. This is why when Jamal Musiala broke his ankle, Bayern Munich couldn't go in for Florian Wirtz. He was already a Liverpool player. They locked him up, sold him up. But Arsenal like to drag their damn feet in the window and pretend like they're going to sign players. I know they weren't really serious about the Eze thing. I really didn't. Nope. But let me get into the comments and big up these legends. Big up to AJ saying good morning to you. So big up to you, man, AJ. I tuned in the intervention this morning. The season hasn't even started yet, and you see that chat rooms are already getting heated because we've already called the craziness, and people are still defending it. Please like the stream if you haven't already. It really helps me out, says AJ. Appreciate AJ. Big up to Wahaha. And it is what? It is the 12th. So 5 days until the Xerxes constellation goal. Big up Wahaha every time. I see Gavin, the legend, is in the building. I see Bargrove from Tony's channel. Big up to you, bro. Hope you are well. Appreciate you joining us over here today on BBK Sports. Glad to have you. Appreciate your time. Big up to you. Big up to you, man. All is well. Big up to Dana. Say, imagine all the targets moving to other clubs and we ain't get none of them. Yeah. See, we won't even have to imagine it now because we will see it. Right? The imagination is coming to full fruition right in front of our eyes. So I put the comment in our views chat this morning that if Arsenal Football Club were serious, yeah, if Arsenal Football Club were serious about getting Eze would have been an Arsenal player by now. If Arteta really wanted Eze, he would have been an Arsenal player by now. When Arteta wanted Havertz to be an Arsenal player, he became an Arsenal player. Boom, bang, bosh. It was quick, easy, and fast. Yeah. When Arteta wanted Kepa to become an Arsenal player, it was quick, easy, and fast. When Arteta wanted Madueke to become an Arsenal player, it was quick, easy, and fast. But whenever it's the player that can move the needle, this club makes every excuse in the book. I knew that I gave up on the Eze thing once the transfer window expired. Because the release clause expired. Excuse me. Throat flustered this morning. The release clause advantage buying clubs. The release clause expires is not an advantage for the buying club. The release clause expires. Now you have to negotiate with the club. And Palace, the kind of the situation that Palace find themselves in now, I know they might not like Arsenal, they might not like Tottenham, but they like money. And Tottenham would probably pay the money up front. And it was a 68 million something. They would have accepted 30 something as the first payment. You want to tell me that a Premier League isn't worth 30 something to Arsenal Football Club? Not saying that signing Eze guarantees you the Premier League, but it damn sure doesn't hurt. It gives you a better chance, a hell of a better chance than without him. So this made too much sense for Arsenal to do, yeah? Way too much sense for them to do. But yeah, let me get back into these comments before I get carried away with my own monologue. But I do have a lot to say this morning. We're on 6 likes, says AJ. Okay, I can work with that. To be honest with you, I think Eze does end up at Bayern or Spurs. Yeah, right. We are not signing anyone else. Our transfer business is closed. What's going to happen is, AJ, we are going to end up having to do deadline day opportunity deals. Yep. Going to speak on that because you remember last year. We're going to use the club's words. Raheem Sterling was an opportunity signing, right? That's what they said. That's what Edu said. That's what Arteta said. And the minute I spoke to the player, I knew we had to do it. However, what do we take from that? There's layers here. So if Sterling was an opportunity signing, that means that the club were comfortable going into a season challenging for a title against Man City because no one was looking at Liverpool. They were comfortable going into a season challenging, only signing a defensive midfielder in Mikel Moreno and a defender in Calafiori. They thought that was enough to bridge the gap. Now, if you're a fan looking at your football club and you're a fan of football looking at all the other clubs that you're competing with, you know that's not enough. And we are at the grassroots levels of football. We're not at the highest level of football, right? The Premier League, the 20 best clubs in the English pyramid. And they are at Arsenal, and they think, and that's their thinking, that Calafiori and Mikel Moreno was enough to bridge the gap on that Man City machine. Failed. Now take it a season before that. Back it up one season, right? 23-24. After a failed title charge. This club, this board, this ownership made a conscious decision that, okay, going into another title charge, Kai Havertz was the striker we needed to bridge the gap on Man City when they have Haaland. That's the summer we signed. Declan Rice, big signing. Like Kenny Ken calls it, an open goal. He was always going to come to us. He wanted us, just like Gyökeres wanted to come to Arsenal. Timber, good signing. But we knew we needed goals. And they thought Kai Havertz was the answer to that question. Fail. So for 2 seasons running, the club has made a complete misfit, a complete mess of their transfer window. Going into this season, a new sporting director sends the message that we're going to get this one right. May 23rd at St. Mary's after the game. Reporter asked him, when are you starting preparing for next season? Immediately. The reporter didn't even get the damn question out of his mouth. Arteta said immediately. We've already talked to certain people. We've already done this. We've already done that. And I get goosebumps thinking about it. Okay. Their words, not mine, not ours. Their words. Now, we've signed Morgard, Kepa, Mascara, Zubimendi, Gyökeres. Goosebumps, anyone? Is that the football IQ of the people that we're entrusting to deliver us a title to Arsenal? That's the case. People, we are in deep shit. Big up to UD from Loudmouth Football, Arsenal v Man United. Brother, tomorrow, the day after, and the day after, we keep on time. The pressure will start to rise. And we have a lot to discuss leading into that game. Lot to discuss. But big up to UD from Loudmouth Football. I'm going to be honest with you, says AJ. I think the moment you throw the League Cup in the bin, Arteta should finally wake up. Brother, he has to win that. He has to win it. Who we went out to the League Cup to last year? Newcastle, okay, because they won it. Yeah. But you ask any Arsenal fan, they think we're better than Newcastle, right? So we should have beaten them. And whoever is better than us in the league, in the cup competition, you don't need to be better. You just need to be better on that day. We have to win that. There is the link for Loudmouth Football, people. Loudmouth Football. UD is a Liverpool fan, makes great content. You can follow him on YouTube or TikTok. He is heavy on the TikTok side, which I am not. I don't do the TikTok thing. Big up to UD. What we got? Donnarumma and Rodrigo are moving to Man City. Now, the Donnarumma one, I thought Chelsea was gonna go for him. Him to Chelsea makes sense, but him to City makes sense as well. Then I never even thought of the City, because you just think of City as a made team, innit? But there has been noise around Edison for the past 2 seasons now, so I hear that shout, and that might be a better shot than him going to Chelsea, because I'm hearing that he's on 250 and Chelsea don't want to pay 250. Big wages is the hiccup right now. I mean, Chelsea are going to ride the wave with Sanchez, who just won them the Club World Cup. So I hear it. Yeah, Donnarumma to City, Rodrigo to City, and it's long. Now, we were saying City pool when Arsenal were dragging their feet in the transfer window back in July. Yeah? City pool, if they get Rodrigo and Donnarumma. Liverpool, they get Isak Ekitike. We'll be lucky to get third at that point. Big up to Dana. Aaron, tell me what you think of this. Mudryk didn't get banned. We would have definitely bought him this summer, in my opinion. You can even there's no shade in that comment. That's not a crazy statement to make, AJ. And you can even take out Mudryk, and you can take out the ban, because there's a world that exists when on deadline day you hear Arsenal being linked with Nkunku or Ben Chilwell. I can see it. I can see it. Crystal Palace want £35 million as their first payment. 35. Are these men meant to believe that we're supposed to accept that you can conjure up £35 million to give us a chance to win a Premier League title after 3 failed chances? We're just supposed to just shut up and take this. Now, what's going to happen is if Eze ends up going to Tottenham, right? What's going to happen is what you're going to see is the fans turn and say he was shit anyway. Sour grapes. Right? You remember that saying when we were growing up? In my part of the world, we said when the fox cannot get the grapes, you say it's sour. Sour grapes. They'll call him shit, and say he was too old, he was 28, he doesn't fit the mold, he doesn't fit this, he doesn't fit that, because Arteta didn't want the player. But Mikel Moreno was 28, wanted him. See, they will turn the narrative in any way possible and spin it and just peddle what the club tell them. I swear to God, these people are sheep. They just regurgitate the same shit that the club does. Like, do these men have a brain for themselves? Watch us end up with Ben Chilwell. Oh my days! It is long. It is long. Can we get Arteta to speak to speak to Sancho? Oh my days! See, the manager and the club has put us into a position that allows Man United fans to talk to us this way, and we can't say shit. We just have to take it. Big up to DJ Jamboy, J Real One. What you saying to us, my bro? What you saying, man? I will trade you Martinelli for Sancho. I don't think Sancho will look at Arteta and be like, nah, I'm not playing for that guy. You know, I played for Ten Hag and it didn't work. You know, around football, Bin Laden settings, like Kwaja says. I don't think any attacking player worth their salt would be looking at Arteta and like, I want to play for that guy. Now, if someone says right now, if Eze goes to Tottenham finishes above Arsenal, are you pushing back on that? Are you giving pushback to someone that say, I think Tottenham's lineup are better than y'all right now, Arsenal? You know, should Tottenham land all their standings? So Tottenham lands Savinho, Tottenham lands Paulinho, Kudus, and Eze. They've already got Kulusevski, who I rate. Bentancur, man, Bissouma on his day. I don't know. The biggest signing Tottenham may have made this season was their manager, probably, because they're not going to play that risky, suicide highline football anymore. Thomas Frank is very disciplined, as he showed us in the preseason when he went one goal up and says, "Okay, your turn, Arteta, break us down." How confident are you for Man United? H-Star Rocket says, I am. I don't think we lose. We'll do a prediction show Friday morning, but I don't think we'll lose, H-Star Rocket. But yeah, I'm saving my prediction for that show. Instead of 3 possible results, I see 2 possible results for that game. I see an Arsenal win or a draw. I don't see an Arsenal loss in there. No Wahaha disagrees. But we will have the conversation on Friday. I don't rate Martinelli. That doesn't even sound bad. That's how much our little Wahaha thinks of Jadon Sancho. Wahaha, Gabriel Martinelli for me is a number 9. Emery Backham and Sesko would be 2 good summer number 9s for you. Yeah, I think Man United are set with their forward line for now. Between Mbeumo, Sesko, Cunha, Xerxes, and Asmus. Yeah, they got depth there. I don't know about quality of the depth, but it's depth. Please like the stream if you haven't already. It helps me out, says AJ. Please do so, people. The reminder is necessary. Please don't get annoyed by it. Big up to Kwaja every single time. How are you, bro? How are you, man? Big up to you, man. Hope you are well. Sell Nelson for £12 million, Zinni for £10 million, then sell Sammy for £8 million, and then Vieira for 10. That's the Eze money right there with a little bit of change left over. Yeah. So that's what, 20, 30, 40 million. See, I'm not even gonna subscribe to the big up to Savvy Pinker, BBK All-Star. Hope you are good, baby girl. I'm not subscribed to the we have to sell to buy model. I don't like it. I don't hear it. I hear it, but I don't like it. Because it never seems to apply when we are buying a player from Chelsea or we're buying a player that Mikhail salivates over. Like, seriously, people, are we gonna act like if Arteta wanted Eze, we would have made a move for him by now. He does know that we must win on Sunday. Like, Sunday is a must win. We have to win that game. As the manager of the football club, you want your signings in so you can go into that game with the best possible chance of winning. You know, can we beat Manchester United without Eze? Sure we can. I'm sure we can. But why risk it? You take you minimize all the risk. All the risk. Right? See that plaque behind me over my shit. That shoulder. That shoulder. That's my paratrooper plaque, yeah? With the static line on it. When I jump, I have a main parachute and a reserve parachute. My main parachute opened every single time. Every 112 jumps I've had. I've never had a parachute failure. That does not mean on the 113th jump, I'm going to jump without my reserve. I'm minimizing all risk. If I could have a third parachute, I'd jump with that too. You minimize all the risk going into the damn season. But he thinks that Madueke is enough as an attacking upgrade on the left wing. I swear, Brother View says it all the time, and I respect him for it when he says, we are glad and we are lucky that RB Leipzig was greedy. Because if they weren't greedy, Sesko would have been our striker. Now, there are people who rate Sesko, not to say I didn't rate Sesko, but I think Sesko would have been signed a hell of a lot longer than Gyökeres if they weren't that greedy. If the prices were the same, we wouldn't have ended up with Gyökeres. So I think it inadvertently came into some luck there. Big up Gavin every single time, man. That pin's going on. Big up to Savvy Pinky, member of the channel. Hope you are good. Big up to you. Why didn't we spend the money now? We need it now, even if it means spending nothing next summer. Man City, Liverpool are moving mad. Yeah. Man City, Liverpool are moving like they know that the title is going to be a shootout. And they're buying big guns, and we're buying knives. Big up to Mr. Battered in the chat as well. Liverpool extraordinaire, also a member of the channel. Big up to you, bro. Hope everything is good. But seriously, and that's the thing. This right here, Dana, is the excuse that they are going to default to when we don't win the title. But we couldn't compete with City and Liverpool. They were moving mad. Nah, 30 million for Eze up front didn't require mad movement. Gyökeres was cheaper than Kai Havertz. That doesn't require mad movement. It's not. Zubimendi was signed till January, since January. That wasn't mad movement. Good signing. 48 million up front for Madueke. That's mad movement. Mad in a bad way. Criminal. It's crazy. But this is the excuse that's going to run, Dana. We can clip this and come back in minute 23 on 12 August and revisit it later on next year. That's the excuse that they're going to run. Kulu is Arsenal fan. That's public knowledge. We should have bought him over that Chelsea reject. I rate Kulu. Kulu can play. I think if you even put Kulu out on the left wing where he is best, he's best on the right or central. But he is a direct footballer. He is good. Injuries here and there, but he is good. Dr. Seymour said something this morning in View Stream that we should have moved Saka out and brought Brian and Mbeumo. Move Saka out. I mean, like move him inside centrally or sell him. Am I reading this wrong? That we should have moved Saka out and brought Brian and Mbeumo. If he meant sell him, then nah, I'm not with that. But if he meant move him a little more centrally to give us some more creativity, I'm here for it. Because I'm not sold on. I'm not going into another season blindly thinking Odegaard can give us enough creativity. The manager is. This is the guy that he subs out quite often, you know. For someone who is the captain, and when we need goals, big up to 21 of you locked in, people. Big up to every single one of you. Appreciate you. To all the ones in the chat, all the silent listeners. But for someone who he subs out quite often, you would think he would get some kind of relief for him. Or is it this is a message that he's actually going to play Dauman and Ethan a little bit more this season? Who knows? Who knows with this guy? Big up to Mr. Batard. Hope you are well, brother, especially if the Bertha is overcooking Rodrigo and City as you get the City as the Spurs look like. Yeah. So I don't want to take this as Liverpool is going to give up on Rodrigo because there were links there. But I guess we said on yesterday's stream that the salary is the actual thing. You know, the 300K that he's on. But City will play that gladly. And the thing with the salaries for me, yeah, I only mentioned Kai Havertz's salary because he's not delivering the goods. Like if you're delivering, you get your money. Like City fans don't care that Erling Haaland is on 400K a week, right? Like fans of the Denver Nuggets doesn't care that Jokic is making 26, the highest paid player on the team. Like Golden State Warrior fans don't care that Steph Curry is making $50 million a year because he delivers. That Boston Celtic fans don't care that Jason Tatum is making $50 million a year because he delivers. Right? Patrick Mahomes, like Kansas City Chiefs fans don't care that Patrick Mahomes takes up 35% of their salary cap because they've got 3 Super Bowls to show for it. If Kai Havertz was delivering the goods at 280, fair play. Don't care. Deliver. But if Rodrigo's salary is going to be the reason why we can't get a top player, when our top earners are Jesus and Havertz who aren't delivering, but their contracts need to be renegotiated. But they need to be sold. Because that model cannot run. That model cannot run, my brother. Didn't we hear that we would have an unprecedented summer? What happened with that? Or is this their version of that? And that's the latter part of this statement, Dana. This is why I question these people's judgment. When they say goosebumps and then you make one addition to your starting lineup, you replace TP5 and a bunch of backups. Unprecedented. No, this is more of the same. Like, seriously, since we have moved to the Emirates, when was the last time we signed a marquee player during the window? Ozil was a deadline day signing, was he not? He was a deadline day. Here we go. Fans were lined up outside the Emirates partying. So Ozil was a deadline day signing in 19, going on 20 years at the Emirates Stadium. Alexis Sanchez may have been the only big mega star that we signed that wasn't a deadline day signing. So this is a typical transfer window for Arsenal. Slow, underwhelming, another club's throwaway, insufficient depth. I know there are certain people who just rate this Norgard highly, who are just hyping him up. Is progressive passing. And let me just take a second to just debug this progressive passing shit, right? They make up words now to justify shit footballers, and this progressive passing thing is one of them. For example, right, if I'm a number 6 and I'm in the middle of the park, and say a progressive pass is a 10-meter pass, right? A 10-meter pass is considered a progressive pass. And I pass the ball to my number 8 or my number 10 times during the game. And every time I pass it to him, he knocks it back to me. Now, that's considered 10 progressive completed passes. And say I do that over a 38-game season. That's all I did. Every other pass was a back pass, but I did 10 times and he knocks it straight back to me. Those count as progressive passes. And then people will look at my analytics over a season and be like, oh my God, he's the best progressive passer. That's what they're running now with Norgard. Like these analytics and these dubious stats that they use to prop up ballers are because they're usually shit. Progressive passes and all this craziness. If Arteta wanted Eze, he would brought the day we brought Noni. Simple fact, but yeah. Like Noni was linked with. Hold up the shirt. Here we go. We want him so bad. We won't even let him play in the final for Chelsea. We won't even let him enjoy the trophy that he contributed to because he played in that Club World Cup. But we want him so bad, send him to us now. But Eze, who we need. And I do believe we absolutely need Eze. Because Sunday at Man United, if Odegaard is doing a stinker and he's doing a stinker, we have nothing. Because he's not going to play Ethan first game of the season away at Old Trafford. that he's not going to play Max first game of the season away at Old Trafford. He's not. You think Eze is scared of that fire? Man just won the FA Cup, the Community Shield. Senior player, 20-something years old. English international. He's ready for this. He is so ready for this. I've seen the name Chambers behind you, bro. Oh, shit. You want to turn it into a therapy session, Data? Hey, let us know. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Who named Chambers pissed you off? Let me find them. Hopefully it wasn't this one. Man, City have to Donnarumma as well. That'll be a great pickup for City. Big up to all 27 of you locked in. That would be a great point. A great pickup for City. I think City would. But listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, you know, because City knows. City look at what Liverpool are doing, and they're respecting it, and they're responding accordingly. Big up to Cooper in the building. Like when people say worry about your own club and all this stuff, those people aren't savvy in business. You have to know what the people you are competing against are doing. You have to know what the adversary is doing. Like if you're a Boeing, you have to know what Airbus is working on. If you're Airbus, you need to know what Boeing is working on. If you're Samsung, if you're Apple, you have to be collecting data and getting the pulse of the people to know what the next big thing is. So when Liverpool see Man City doing X, they react and do Y. Arsenal is sitting back like, we'll just pick up the crumbs. Nah, you go get Eze early, you lock him in. Lock him in, my brother. And you give us the best chance. And now, right now, as the days go by, our chances are going. Big up to LFC Monster. How goes the chat? Big up to you as always, Sarah. Big up to LFC Monster, man. I want to know what the business is for you, man. I wonder if you, man, are going to let Newcastle just shithouse their way out of it. But like, no, pay the money or not. Like, I want to know what's the least amount that Newcastle would accept for Isak, and what's the most that Liverpool would be willing to pay. Because that's your happy medium. Because I know Newcastle are saying 150, but they know they'll accept less than 150. The question is, what's that number? Is it 130? Is it 135? And I know Liverpool would pay more than 120. But what's the max that will go? Is it 130? Is it 135? There's your magic number. Yeah, there's your magic number. And you work that out. Don't forget the giveaway at the top of the hour, people. Thank you to every single one of you that helped me get to 1,600 subs. We'll be doing the giveaway at the top of the hour with a trivia question for all who has been watching, who has been consuming BBK content. Whoever gets the answer, or whoever gets closest to the answer, will win $100. Now, I'm sorry for my listeners in the UK if that doesn't work out to a whole lot. But it's something. Yeah, it is something. It's better than nothing. Yeah, I'm giving you back money. Content creators usually take your money. Super chats and membership and all that stuff. I'm giving back. Because I never even thought I'd get to 100, let alone 1,600. So I'm giving back. Giving back. I'll have my email in the chat for you can it's on the channel. You can email me however you want the funds for the winner. You know, I do Cash App, Zelle, all that stuff, but we will get you the money to who wins the trivia question today. So big up to LFC Monster every single time. We are on 12 likes. I think we got up to 30 watching at some point. If we could get to 20 likes, people, it would be great. This is why the order of signing matters in all caps, 100%. It matters because it matters the order of which the domino falls. Right, because here's the thing: if you're Rodrigo, and you see Arsenal sign Eze and sign Gyökeres early, you might nudge your camp and be like, "Okay, Arsenal are moving serious. Let me see. Hey, make a phone call and see what's up." But if the first signing you see us make is Kepa, Norgard, and Madueke, you're like, "Oh, Arsenal is doing more of the same." Yeah, but now you see Donnarumma go to City, and you're like, "Oh, Rodrigo, hey, there's an opening there. You know, Savinho leaving. There's an opening there. It does matter, absolutely. Imagine Spurs get Eze, his City get Rodrigo. Some of these meltdowns would be amazing to watch. I won't do my meltdown on camera, LFC. I won't do my I do my meltdown off camera. And this is why when people ask me, BBK, you doing a watch along? We're like, nope. I'm not ready for the world to see me, you know, have that type of meltdown, you know, because there are people who I have influenced, people who I have mentored over the years, you know, from a military standpoint, who hold me in high regard. So I can't have them see me on the internet having head loss. They'd be like, what happened to Chief? We never seen him rattled like that in way more stressful conditions than this. He's getting this stressed over a football match. Right? We didn't see him get this rattled when we were getting shot at. He was the calmest one. But he's going to let 11 blokes that he does not know ruin his Saturday. Kulu would be a better in the 10 than Odegaard. He would, bro. He would. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what Kulu's stats were last year, but I'm pretty sure he scored more than 3 goals. As a matter of fact, let's have a look. Because Odegaard scored 3 Premier League goals last year, even with injuries. And Kulu had a lot of injuries last year. Dejan Kulusevski. How many goals did he score last year as an attacking 10? For Tottenham Hotspur. Yep, 7. 7 goals, 4 assists in the Prem. 10 and 11 in all comps. Move Saka out left wing. And Brian, okay, got you. Okay. I hear it. This would be a great shot. And here's why I say this would be a good shot. Because Saka has proven that he's a versatile player. That's one. Number 2, Brian Mbeumo and Gyökeres would be a better front line. Because Mbeumo has proven that he can play with a second striker and still be effective. He scored 20 and Wissa scored 19. I actually think Wissa's numbers were more impressive still. All of Wissa's goals were from open play. And Mbeumo was on pins. I'm going to crash out. AJ would be curious to see what his reaction would be. LFC Monster, their reaction would be Eze is shit and he's too old and we didn't want him anyway. Sour grapes. The same way all of a sudden the day we sign Madueke and they have to back it. Oh, he's always been a good dribble of the ball. He's this, he's that. You know, he's top 4% in touches in the opponent's box. He ranks in the top 1% in progressive carries in the 90th minute on a Thursday wearing white socks. You know, they just make up shit. Haaland is on 500 racks. And not one Man City fan will complain. Not one. They bought him Champions League, bang. Premier League, bang. Money well spent. Mr. Bad, if Eze really ends up at Spurs, do you think he will flop? Do you think it will flip-flop top Gunner section as well? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They will do the same thing for Eze that they did in the reverse for Madueke. Now, if the energy for Madueke was this when he was a Chelsea player, I'd hear it. But I got receipts from all the big channels last year, from Never a Foul to the terrace of Arsenal fans slating Madueke. And the minute he signs for Arsenal, he's a great dribbler of the ball and he's direct and he's all this shit. Okay, you should have said that last year. Because I have no problem praising an opponent's player. The player is good, the player is good. I'm not gonna slate Mo Salah just because he plays for Liverpool. If you're good, you're good. Big up to Cape Esparza. Shout out to you, my bro. Make sure you are checking out Cape Esparza. He makes some of the greatest videos that you will ever see, especially with data to back it up. Data that we don't even know about. Data that we didn't even know about exists in football metrics. Big up to Cape every single time. Makes a great conversation when I talk to Cape because we disagree on a lot. But I respect him as a football content creator and as a football fan. So big him up every single time. Taryn, honestly, bro, if Renee wins the league or Champions League, there's actually a case to give her the men's job. Right? I'm here. It's 2025, isn't it? Hey, I mean, have we ever flew on a plane with a female pilot? I'm here for it, brother. If you can fly an airplane, you can fly an airplane. You can coach. You can coach. I was open to the idea of Becky Hammond becoming the first female coach of my New York Knicks, and she's actually good. Declan Rice, the only one. The only one what? The only number 8? I don't know. What are we talking about, Kate? You know, I respect Declan highly. You know, I've said all the time, I will accept no Declan slander on BBK Sports. None whatsoever. Big up to L30, you locked in. Make sure you stick around for the giveaway at the top of the hour, people. Give yourself a chance at winning $100. It's the giveaway. First BBK Sports giveaway. I was going to do it at 2K, but 2K is very far away, too far away for me to show my appreciation for you legends that support my channel every single day. Yeah, we haven't done a major megastar or a big. Oh, Declan Rice was the only megastar. Okay, I got you. Okay, with the big forward in there, Brian, it's still sad. Yeah, right. Like we imagine July, mid-July, we get all our ducks in a row, we sign all our players, and we move. We go to Singapore as a squad. We move. Like, unless we get a major injury, we have our squad. We've signed our striker. We signed our attacking midfielder. We signed our left winger. We signed our backup for Saliba. We got everything we need when we are going to go train as a unit. Imagine we did that for once. Try something new. Because what we've been doing for the past 21 years has not worked. So it's time. If we're the only ones doing something and it's not working, let's try what the winners do. Can't beat a big signing last minute on deadline day. Yeah, man, we're dancing outside the Emirates. I remember I won't say we. There were fans dancing outside the Emirates when we signed Thomas Partey on deadline day, and that was a release clause. He had already played like 3 matches and dropped points already. So we could have paid 45 million in September, in August, and got him in, but we waited until October, the last day of the damn transfer window, to sign him. The man was doing the samba dance outside the Emirates like we did something big. We allowed the club to just manipulate the shit out of us with these signings. Not good enough, and VPN not good enough, and we should have brought Adam Morton. That simple. Adam Morton, man, he is the next big thing. You know, I actually think he might end up at Chelsea. You know, Chelsea will stockpile players with just no end. Because Chelsea will stockpile players because, one, if the player bangs, they can sell someone else for profit. Chelsea will stockpile players because they know if the player turns shit, they can always sell them to Arsenal. Yep. And then we sit around and be like, how does Chelsea keep getting away with this? How does Chelsea keep getting away with this? They keep getting away with it because they sell well. Because we give him 65 million for Havertz, you know. Man United give him 60 million for Mason Mount. Then we give him another 50 million for Madueke. You know, they sell Dewsbury Hall to Everton for money. They sell players in their academy who haven't kicked the ball in the Premier League for profit. Pure profit. Big up to Cooper. That medic is with us, man. Need some of that funky anesthetic shot up in Arteta. So you can wake up. Trust me, if Eze stays at Palace, he wins them that Conference League. And I'm sure Palace feels that way, AJ. And I'm sure if Palace is going to feel that way, they're going to be like, if we're going to lose a chance at winning a trophy with our best player leaving, pay us right. I'm here for it. Signing Madueke before Eze proves that Arteta is clueless and has zero talent ID. If there's no debate in which one would actually improve us more. Wouldn't be. But because Martinelli is so dead on the left-hand side, Madueke comes on and has a half decent performance against Bilbao, and it's like, whoa, who starts at Old Trafford on Sunday? And even I, the most, I don't even want to say anti-Madueke, because I'm a Madueke fan now. He's an Arsenal player, but I wasn't a fan of the signing holistically. But if I see Nani Madueke starting on Sunday, I'm not upset. I'm not upset. It's the lesser of the two evils. Oh my days. Big up to Coopers. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe for the BBK meltdown this Tuesday evening, Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, wherever you are watching from. I am here for it. Matter of fact, we will do the giveaway at the top of the hour or whenever we get the 20 likes. Come on, people. We have to get the 20 likes. We're giving away money. What are we doing? Come on, people. Work with me now. Good up. Big up, Hendo. Hope y'all keeping cool. Right out. I have to come up out this hoodie in a little bit because it's going to be 95 degrees Fahrenheit here today. I think that's about 34, 35 Celsius. So yeah, it's going to be, oh. Okay, Caleb Chambers, number 21. Yeah, so here's the thing, Dana. When I used to buy the kits, that's the one that I used to buy. Right, so you know, custom made jersey, put your own name because when the team was shit, there was no way I was getting any of them man name on my back. Pause. So because we had a player in the team named Chambers, it was easy for me. I'd order number 21, and I would go places that people would look at me like, "Seriously, dude, Chambers?" People who didn't know my last name. Yeah, it was one of them ones. Okay, I got you, Caleb Chambers. Didn't we send Chambers to, was it Villa? We sent him to Villa, didn't we? Oh, my days. And Rob Holding just signed for MLST. Hey, listen. Congrats on the 60. Hey, AJ, you're a huge part of this, man. I'm actually rooting for you. I asked the question. Yeah, you win. $100 is coming your way, my bro. Mr. Barrett, I got my portable AC unit on. I'm overturning. Yeah, it's a hot one. It is a hot one here too. It'll be 120 fixed on and the negotiation will be on the add-ons. Liverpool will look at +10, and Newcastle will probably want 20 million. I reckon 130 does it all in the end. What if they don't budge? Like Mr. Batter, like how much is a Premier League title worth, or retaining the Premier League title worth to Liverpool or to FSG and the fans? You know? So Harry Kane went for 100 million to Bayern Munich, but he was in the last year of his deal and still went for 100. He's got what, 3 years left on his deal? Is that Gus? So 20 million is the difference in a player that had because Tottenham really didn't have much leverage. Hey, you wait, you lose him on a free and still got 100 mil. Liverpool aren't going to wait around for 3 years for Isak. So it's not like you can say to Newcastle, hey, you wait 1 year and the price is cut in half. No, he's still got 2 years. The only problem I have with Newcastle is like, you can keep him, but are you sure that you get Isak with his head 100% on? Because if you don't, then Newcastle, you're in deep shit. Because if the player's not mentally there, then you're not getting the Isak you think you have. And then you get upset when he goes to Liverpool and his head clicks on and you see him do what he does. Because it's going to be very interesting if he's in the squad for the match day 2 Monday Night Football on August 25th. I don't think he is. I don't think he plays that game. There will be way too much hoopla. And I know the Premier League and the FA is just loving the fact that Liverpool played Newcastle early with all this craziness going on in the transfer window right now. Tell me the answer and I'll go halves with you. Oh my days. I can't, man. I can't. I got to do a fair play. Yeah, man. Big up to you. 50K. If I ever get to 50K, bro. Right? If I ever get to 10K, I'll make every single one of you guys like free members. And all the new people that sub will be, you know, the regular watchers and the BBK All-Star. But all you, man, that's been supporting the channel. The support's been overwhelming, guys, and I'm deeply humbled and honored, man. Appreciate it. You are more planned than Arteta. I have to, man. I have to plan. That's like, so part of my job is when you're paid to solve problems, you have to assume that things are going to go wrong. Because no one calls me when everything is going well. I can sit here and stream all day long. This is how I'm able to sit here and stream most of the time. Most of the times I'm on the clock. Thief is. But let one of those guns stop working. Let one of the tanks not do what the tank is supposed to do. Let the howitzer don't go boom when they pull the string. I get a phone call. So I have to have a system in place. When I get that phone call, I react. Now I put certain measures in place, PMCS, right? Preventive measures, preventive maintenance, checks, and services. PMCS. So whenever something goes wrong, the system is already in place to catch it. It's a safeguard. But when the PMCS fails, stop loss. The buck stops with me. I have to go. So I'm expecting a football club, a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate to have systems and processes in place when stuff goes wrong, like injuries, which we know will happen. It's not if, must, and maybe. Just Murphy's Law. Injuries will happen. So how are we going into a fourth title charge with a small squad? It makes no sense to me. Said Boy Scouts award for share. I will get 100 subs before Arteta wins the Premier League, says Hendo. Someone asked me yesterday, right? Big up to Sheila Nanko. Big up to every single one of you locked in, people. Make sure you tuned in for the top of the hour. In about 8 minutes, we'll be doing our first giveaway on BBK Sports, or if we hit 20 likes. So there's someone asked me yesterday, what will happen first? Arteta gets sacked, or they catch the dildo bandit? The dildo bandit, people, for those who don't know, are the WNBA game. Someone's been throwing dildos. Someone's been throwing rubber cocks on the court while the ladies are playing. And it's been this big old hoopla. And then Vegas tuned in and they're like, okay, what's the next color going to be and what minute of the game? They've actually put bets on this. But I'm happy to report, I think it was Alvin. Alvin was asking, did they catch what happens first? Arteta gets sacked, but they did catch the dildo bandit. So yeah, Arteta won that battle as well. But that was funny. That was absolutely funny. It made me chuckle a little bit. If things go well, says LFC Monster, this act will be signed for about 130 to 140, including add-ons. For me, to be honest, both clubs know this will just this, and we just been waiting for Newcastle to get their ish together. I'm telling you, man, Newcastle are gonna hit you, man, for life. If there was any good blood between Newcastle and Liverpool, it is dead. It's a dogfight now. The fact that you, man, took their main girl and their side girl, right? You're gonna take Isak and Ekitike off of them, and then for them to be rejected by every other club, every other player, it's long. Darren will be headed to the shooting range if Eze ends up at Spurs. If YouTube wouldn't shut down the channel, I was because I have a pretty nice rifle that I built from scratch. I could take it out. Yeah, some shooting therapy should good. Big up to the BBK All Star. That is, Abby Pinky. Keep up the good work. I do it for you. Agreed on the numbers. Hey, pay the money, man. Let's pay the damn money, right? I've seen reports earlier that says Sky Sports said Liverpool can go up to what 500 million and still be within PSR. Pay the money. Pay the money. You are going to sell players and recoup some of that anyway. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna write that down. Arteta targets. Yeah, a great idea. It's a great idea when I go for my shooting therapy. Big up to Godfrey. Yep. Currently sweating my ass off. You are in Central Florida, brother. I would say go in the water, but the damn Gators. The Gators are typically in Southern Florida still. I don't know if they make it up. Brother, don't go in any water in Florida right now. I know you are burning. You are boiling in oil. But big up to you, bro. Hope you are well. Man, Mr. Batter says smash the likes, nearly 30 in the building, which is great numbers for me, by the way, people. Great numbers for me because I'm building from scratch. Don't get redirects from the big boys and none of that stuff. So I greatly appreciate when you men come on through. And it was said, Mr. Batter bringing out the big dog Benelli And forward the dragon fire shells. If you know, you know. See that Benelli. See, hey, no, I don't even crazy. I don't like the Benelli. You know why? Because I don't like automatic shotguns. I believe in the art of a shotgun is the cockback. Yeah. So the Benelli is it's a great shotgun, you know. But hey, yeah, big up to you, man. Need a podcast of that. I can't lie. I'm gonna record it. I have some of my shooting videos recorded. I'll probably upload them and show them one day on here when I just do like not a football stream, just a football stream for like shits and giggles. Or if I in the event that I do a watch along, you know, watch alongs can be boring and dead sometimes. To fill the time in, I'll show some of the videos of me doing some of my training back in the day. You know, or we could do some, you know, we could also do some, you know, some educational stuff because I love it's a lot of firearm knowledge up there. I'm an armament tech for 20-something years, you know, so and I don't hoard information. You know, I love to pass it on. The stream wouldn't happen. Yeah, very true. Norgard is just an addition to the long list of average, subpar, and draw signings if this fraud manager has made. Yeah. Underwhelming to say the least. Not gonna lie. Okay. That's a conversation going on between BX Gunner and the rest of the boys. I'm a little behind on the comments, a lot behind on the comments, but that's all right. Big up to everyone watching. We have hit 20 likes, so I greatly appreciate that. Top of the hour. Giveaway is coming, people. We would have had better getting Paulino on loan than Norgard. Yeah, I think Paulino is a better player. I mean, I don't know what's going on there with him and company, where he gets his playing time with Kimmich and rest of them in the midfield there. Havertz starts. That's starting to grow legs again. I don't like it. Big up to Dr. Seymour Butts in the building. Hope you are good. Will watch alongs be on the agenda for you next season? I might have to do a few. So I'll probably hop on with the Waffle Don for some of his watch alongs before I do my own. Because most of the men them are streaming, you know, and I like to watch the game, right? I actually like to. It's very difficult to watch the game and do a watch along because when I'm doing my streams, I like to engage with the audience on a different level. When I'm watching the game, I actually like to watch it in a calm environment because I'm the blow up. So yeah, there will be. I'll pick and choose those games very, very carefully. Like for example, I won't be doing Anfield away. I won't be doing that. I'll do the layups. You know, like if all right, Sunderland at the Emirates. I might do that one. Oh my god! I think he was 21. I think the number was 21. He wore 21. Center back / right back. He could play. 32 in the capital. We're hitting 34 here today, so I am burning up with you, man. No doubt. Make sure you are subbing to my brother, the Waffle Don, the Don that does not waffle. Difference is, Darren, Newcastle need to get their own business done, and it's August 12th. Isak currently homeless and cancel his own leasing. What? Yeah, he's full blown. Get me up out of here. Get me up out of here. What I need is for Eze to do it. Isak, nah, he's not gonna do that, man. Because if he does do that, then Arteta will use that as a reason not to sign him, even though Gyökeres did the same thing. You know, but those spec scheme has been hilarious to watch. And another thing why I don't like doing watch alongs because I don't have cable TV, and the streaming service that I do use is usually 30, 45 seconds behind the actual game. So, and I'm not gonna do the whole ban the spoilers in the chat, and it kind of takes away from the reaction, you know, when the goal happens and all that. Unless the chat is gonna watch us concede, and then watch me just have a meltdown when they know it's coming. That could be fun too, but you know, it's calm. Yeah, Specs is the real one, man. Specs, there are some YouTubers that no one can ever get me to say anything bad about, and he is one of them. Because when I just started, it was Specs who found my channel when I was doing pre-recorded videos and said, "Hey, man, try this, reach out," and he didn't have to do that. So Specs is a real one, and big up to him every single time. every single time. I was on his channel yesterday as well on the Night Owl. I'm honored to be a part of the Night Owl settings too. Sheila Shelia Nanko, I bigged you up earlier. Hope you are subscribed to the channel. Big up to you. Yes, Spec stands up every time and doesn't disappear like some creators. Respect Specs for that. Yeah, man goes, he's been getting punched up this entire transfer window. Oh man, yeah. But yeah, he doesn't hide. Big up to Dr. Seymour Buzz. Hey yo, that's hilarious. People throwing dildos on the WM court is personified. You see it, brother. And when they threw it, if you see their reaction, this one chick, she went up and she kicked it with vim. She kicked it off like she was angry just at the sight of one. Maybe because she is, or she is like, you know what I'm saying? But she kicked it angrily. She didn't just toss it off the court, you know. And it's not like someone is they're not throwing it at the players trying to hurt the players. They were throwing it in an open space on the court where it's impossible to miss. LFC Monster, I think the sale of ISAP will actually be beneficial to me. Because yeah, I've told Specs that. I told Specs this ages ago. I said, bro, you're gonna look back at this moment. You're gonna look back at this moment and say, hey, there was a time where we should have sold this player and made the money and didn't. Because there were Liverpool fans on the chat, and I told them, hey, when Coutinho was sold, he was the best player. Coutinho was your best player when you sold him. And it worked out good because those two players that you bought turned into Van Dijk and Alisson. But yeah, man, they were throwing them massive, and they weren't no little ones. Dr. Seymour Buzz. There were some footlongs. You know what I'm saying? Some donkeys, horses that were throwing out there. The record of the Desert Eagle is insane, horrible. Yeah, that's Desert Eagle, man. It's not my thing either. They know how much it would benefit them, but they got no one in the club to actually get the deals done. You know, yeah, they have made their own mess. They have made their own mess, so you know they're gonna have to clean it up. We're on 21 likes. These big up. Watch alongs are painful at times. I hear it, man. Be careful not to rip the jersey. Yeah, that's the thing. The meltdowns and the flip flopping. You know, in the 20th minute you hate this player, and then in the 70th minute he loves this player. I always rated him. The shamelessness and it's a mad one. It's a mad one. How on earth are you in the hoodie? Yeah, I could be in my Arsenal kit, but I won't wear this. I had an Arsenal kit on yesterday on Latvia Guna's channel. Because I live in Seattle, my bro. It's nice and cool. You know, it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit right now. That's like single digits in Celsius. It's nice and cool. But today, around 3-4, it's going to be hot. But it's early morning, man. I always stream in hoodies. I've actually been called the Hooded Bandit on streams. But yes. So, okay, people, it's at the top of the hour. It's at the top of the hour, and it's the first giveaway. It is the first giveaway here on BBK Sports. So I'm going to pause on the comments for a second, and I'm going to ask the question. It's not a football trivia. Well, it's a question about me. That's because I wanted it for the people to win, or people who've actually consumed the content, who've actually watched me over the past months and year. So the question is, what now? The answer, if no one gets the exact answer, whoever gets closer to it or the closest, I'm going to give 60 seconds after I ask the question. If no one gets it right within the 60 seconds, whoever gets the closest to it wins. Yeah? So we got 17 locked in. The numbers went down, but that's all right. That is okay. So I know who is still here. The question is, what year did BBK Sports, what year did Taran start to support the Arsenal? Tick, 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 tick. What year did I start supporting Arsenal Football Club? No right answers yet, but the clock is ticking. Oh, man said 1980. Oh my days. So there is a correct answer in the chat. There is a correct answer in the chat. I said 1980, but oh my days. I should who said that shit? Who the fuck said that? Dana, I should time you out. Oh my days. Ladies and gentlemen, Sabi Pinky with a round of applause for our winner. Oh my days. Oh my god. Dana, we got beef now. We got beef. Oh my god, that was funny. That was funny. It was 1991, people. Yes, I went to London that year to spend the summer with my grandmother. And I met Ian Wright, that bald-headed son bitch, gold tooth. And when I went back home, he signed for the Arsenal around September time, which was around my birthday. Nope. I wasn't that. I'm an 80s baby, but they know what in the fuck. that was funny. AJ came close. AJ came close. That was good. That was good. That was actually fun, you know. You know what? I actually hope I get to 2K quickly so I can do another one of these because this was funny. I was actually going to ask, the question was going to be something along the lines of what player that made me want to start as for Arsenal, but I was like, nah, you know, that might be the dates might make it a little more interesting. But yeah, it was 1991, but they just nah. So I was able to see this. I was the Hendo last time we won the league, and I got on a C-17 cargo plane and went to Afghanistan. I was a full-blown soldier by then, man. Full-blown soldier by then. Yeah. But yeah, big up to Sabi. Big up to Sabi. Congrats. You have won. You have won. So you can drop me you can go to the channel and my email is on there, or you can tell us in the chat if you prefer Cash App, if you prefer Zelle, Venmo, all of that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in my wallet and I will electronically send you $100. Wherever I hope you're in the States, yeah? That be if you are in the States, you can fill your tank up today. You can take your hubby, your boyfriend to lunch. You know, whatever you do not buy anything Arsenal. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, I love that guy, man. I kind of wish he was still with us because you know it's the players, Curtis. It's the players. I wonder if he would be on the Arteta side by now, on the Arteta outside by now. Would, you know, what a guy, man. What a guy. But Dana, you are yes. Big up to you, Savvy. Big up to you for singing that. BBK Spurs, that casting shade on you with that 1932. The community. The community. Do you use PayPal? I do. I do. I have an account. Probably got to unlock it. Haven't used it in so long. But I probably need to unlock that if I'm going to be doing these giveaways. Yeah. So, yeah. That's dumb. I hear it. I really want it. Yeah, brother. It's the players, Curtis. It's the players. It's the players. At some point, he would have been like, okay, the manager is overcoaching the team and they are underperforming, you know? But yeah, it's a mad one. Imagine having a striker like that. Him, you know, and it's one of them. But yeah, the most subbed off captain will be charged with delivering creativity in the Arsenal today. You know, so Eze, and I'm not reacting to the Eze news of him being linked to Tottenham as a reason today why I'm saying none of this stuff. I've said it. Like the clip that I played earlier. Can I? Let me see. Let me stop the music quickly. The clip that I played earlier, ladies and gentlemen, of Share. Let me see. This clip that I played earlier, this was streamed 8 days ago. And I felt this way before. I felt this way before I even went on this team. Another reason why, with the Eze thing, and I get upset, and I talk to Cav and Tony and all these men to tell me that we're getting Eze. Even Godfrey, I think Godfrey told me that we're getting Eze, right? So I'm gonna hold you to that, Godfrey. Like today, what happened in the Tottenham and Newcastle game with their number 10?
Maddison.
What happened? Maddison
Injured.
got hurt, cried. So now they might need a number 10. Eze is available.
Oh, I didn't even clock that.
These are the things that I think about, my brother. This is what I'm saying. So Arsenal thinks that the football landscape just sit around and wait on us to do what we're doing. Like, this is what happens when you drag your feet. Yeah. So I've felt this way for a while now. It's not a new thing. I've felt this way about the Eze thing, that we weren't getting him. So it is what it is. I've always felt that way. Once the release clause expired, I was like, no, we're not getting this guy. And I don't think the club is serious about getting any other creative outlets. And the squad is the squad. Gyökeres is the addition. Madueke is the backup, and Zubimendi is the replacement. And he thinks he has enough to go. So we go. But he must. If he wants to be the genius, if he wants to be a hero, because he will look like a genius and a hero if he wins the league with this squad against Man City and what they're doing. But there is no way he can see Man City loading up the way they're getting ready to load up and Liverpool doing what they're doing. I still think this squad has enough. Kevin Campbell, imagine. Oh, yeah, I read that one. KC was a class, but also on the club payroll like Ratty. He'd also always say on stream with Curtis, it's the players, Curtis. It's the players. It's the players. It's never. I saw Curtis sit. I saw Kevin sit on a stream one day with Dan and pretend like he didn't know what the Arteta tax was. I had to send him a super chat. That was in Germany at the time. I'm like, Kev, you know what the Arteta tax is. He was a Havertz guy. Yeah, he was on the payroll, but he was class. And the thing with that damn Kevin Campbell, right? He would go on people's podcasts free. But you got some of these YouTubers that you send these men a link and try to get them on a podcast, and they act like you're dirt. I see some of these men treat other content creators like, brother, someone helped you get where you were going. Boy 10, you know what? All right, I'm gonna stop the music. I'm gonna turn the volume all the way up. Boy 10, just for that comment, yeah? Just for that comment. I'm gonna slap the shit out you, Boy 10. One more slap. I said 1886, I'm old. Not old. He calls us the whisper snappers in private and don't fear the team as Woolwich. 1991, Sabi. So I'm 34 years in. So whenever I hear people talk about Arteta this, Arteta that, I'm like, I've been supporting this club long before he became a paid employee of this club. Did anyone think we were in for Eze? Definitely not after we burned the money on Madueke. Yeah, that was the first sign. That was the first red flag, Boy 10. He was a bit he loved him some Mikel. But that's the thing. Now I sit here with my favorite player, my favorite Arsenal player, the player who made me a fan of the club. He's the biggest, spinner of PR for the club. Whenever they need some PR, they just reel Righty out in some new kits. And it is one of them ones. It's the Wayne Brady settings. Big up to the Waffle Don in the building. But yes, people. How old were you when you came to London? And I was 8. I was 8, my bro. I was born in 83. Yep. I think Arsenal will be 140 years. We won't win a trophy. Makes me sick. But I was a sergeant. No, I wasn't even a sergeant. I was a corporal. I was a corporal in 2004 when we won the league. I'm about to retire. Chief Warrant Officer 4. No more league titles. couple of FA Cups, went through my entire 30s without seeing a league title. Criminal. Yes, that year we weren't great. I think that year we finished like 10th. That year. It wasn't until the year and the year after we did the cup double. But this year wasn't a great year, to be fair. Gahey deal nearing conclusion. Gahey to Liverpool. This is another domino. This will be another domino to fall. Because if Gahey goes and Wharton goes, they're not letting Eze go. Someone needs to play the ball to Mateta. Someone has to do it. So, days. I'm not here for that one. You did great. Thank you, baby girl. You did great. You won yourself $100 today. So, make sure you send me that email, or make sure you drop me a message. Make sure you let me know how you want to receive your funds, young lady. If Gahey goes, Dowd Palace sell anyone else. Yep. Or Savvy Pinky, you can hop on stream. I can drop you the link in the chat. You can hop on stream. I got about 5 more minutes before I wrap up. Bar, you come with your team. Forward. Only for that amount, Mr. Bratton, that's a great deal. Brother. It's No, I'm talking about the 91-92 season. The 91-92 season. Finished 10th. Because I wasn't a fan this year. 91. Right? It was the summer of 91 that I came to the UK. So 93, we went and did the cup double. But yeah, big up to Hendo. Hendo don't fuck around, Hendo. Really? Sabby, don't tempt me. We get to see what the winner looks like. If we get to see what the winner looks like, you got to pin this. You got to pin it. Pin. Everyone goes away. It's sensational business, if true. Paul Joyce rejoicing to it. It generally is on point. Buzzing. Yeah. And the only thing I don't know is who your favorite Arsenal call hero. Honestly, I don't know who your favorite Arsenal call hero. I mean, Ian Wrighty, man. Wrighty was my guy. Ian Wrighty was my guy, man. And ladies and gentlemen, let me pause the music. Let me put up the volume. And let me introduce the winner. The winner. The winner of the first BBK Sports giveaway, the Sabby, the Pinky, the Murray in her Jamaican something. What you saying?
No, Rasta something me now. But
Rasta?
Yeah.
So you got the real Rasta colors with the fake Rasta hair.
They must have fake dress. Super real.
So what you saying to us? How did you know that was you just been following the content and following the stories, or you just guessed?
Yes, no, I'm just always a follow and I listen. I'm just always over here.
Okay, where you watching from?
Maryland.
You from the great state of Maryland?
Yes.
What's your weather like?
Let me see. I'm inside, so it's cold because of the AC. Alexa, what's the weather like? It's 83.
It's 83 at 11 in the morning.
Yes, it's 11:22 my time.
Oh yeah, you about to burn the hell up.
I'm not going outside, so I'll be fine.
Oh, you off today?
Yes.
Okay. So how would you like to receive your funds?
I'll text you. I'll email you.
You're lucky, because here's the thing: 90% or even 95% of YouTube content consumers are men.
So you see, that's why I stand out, because I'm a female, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you might want to go play some lottery or something, but buy yourself some scratch offs or whatever. Because it's a mad one. But yeah, do you do any type of content, any kind of TikTok and anything you want to shout out?
No, I don't go live, but I'm over TikTok. I Stubby Pinky too.
Sabby Pinky too. Okay, Sabby Pinky. Well, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and yeah,
Always.
and keep tuning in. Big up to you and congratulations.
Thank you. And also to everyone that's watching, thank you guys for always supporting too.
You're far too kind. All right, take care now.
Bye.
All right, and there she was, people. We have the winner. It wasn't a bot. It could have been a bot. Imagine if there was a bot. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Most of the people who consume the content are men, and chick tries her luck and bang. You got the ox still ready. Hey, Dr. Seymour Bush, hey, Mid Atlantic, Maryland, the great state of Maryland. I got the master plan. I'm in the caravan on the Maid of Maryland with my man Two Tex to take over the projects. I call him Two Tex. He took Two Tex. And when he liked the bus, he liked to ask who's next. Biggie Smalls in the building. Yeah. Imagine that was Egal, She-Gal. Oh man, we wouldn't even call her Egal, we call her She-Gal. And matter of fact, every time Sabby pops up in the chat now, I'm gonna call her She-Gal just because of Mr. Batter. Mr. Batter, the same guy who said cowverts, cowards, but we had the cow. Man, she is written in the BBK Sports folklore. Now as the first trivia winner. Yeah, she did. She definitely won. But big up to her and big up to every single one of you legends in the chat that helped me get to 1,600 subs. I'm going to leave it there, people. I'm on with Rashid at 8 p.m. UK time, so I have to go get some work done. I have to go change, get in the office, tell him some bullshit, then come back to and come back home and stream. Hopefully, no one at work is a follower of BBK Sports. They'll be like, "Man, Chief is supposed to be at work and he's live on YouTube." Well, either I come home and stream or I can stream in the office. Which one you want? But bless up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Mr. Batter. Big up to Dr. Seymour, Buzz Boy 10. Big up to every single one of you legends who checked in today. Hopefully, one of you man will win the next one. Until next time, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.